What's going on, Giants fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. And in this video, I want to talk about NFL draft prospect Jayden Daniels, quarterback out of LSU. Before I dive into this prospect, folks, make sure to check us out on all of our social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Big Blue Avenue. Appreciate all of your support throughout this draft season and throughout the whole calendar year. So let's talk about Jayden Daniels, quarterback out of LSU. Folks, before I dive into the X's and O's of this player, I'm realistic. Jayden Daniels will 99% not be a Giant. Well, why am I doing a video on him? I want to do my due diligence, evaluate all 4 to 5 quarterbacks that the Giants have met with as part of their top 30 visits. And Jayden Daniels is a player, if the Giants were to acquire him, they'd have to trade up with the Washington Commanders, an in-division rival, which will not happen. I'll tell you that right now. The Commanders will not let Jayden Daniels slip to the Giants. So it'll be interesting to see what happens come draft day. But let's talk about Jayden Daniels, the prospect. So Heisman winner, obviously, a 6'4" senior, 23 years old, 210 pounds. He's got a good build. First team AP All-American this past season. SEC Offensive Player of the Year. Very, very talented young man. A transfer from Arizona State. His career did not get off to the best start. He played out west at ASU from 2019 to 2021. Then he transferred to LSU for his final 2 seasons. So this past season, phenomenal. 40 touchdown passes, second most in the FBS to just 4 picks, 3,800 pass yards, completed 72% of his passes, led all quarterbacks with an LSU school record, 1,134 rushing yards with 10 touchdowns. A lot of people accredit his success due to LSU's scheme and system. I think it's more than that. I think he's a very talented young player that needed to get in the right place under the right head coach in Brian Kelly, who some people think is a quarterback juggernaut. 13 touchdowns to no picks his final 3 games of the season. And folks, if you're an SEC football fan, you remember that game against Florida. He threw for 600 yards and 5 touchdown passes. He's the only college player, folks, to ever throw for over 12,000 yards and rush for over 3,000. He also led the FBS with 11.7 yards per pass attempt. Now it helps that he has Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. at his disposal. However, Jayden Daniels made those players even better, right? And I think what's really enticing about this prospect is he has 5 years of starting experience at the collegiate level. You know, an excellent playmaking talent. He has good command from the pocket, good mechanics and footwork. He's a very accurate passer through the first 2 levels. And I like how he recognizes pre-snap pressure pretty well. He can make audibles and adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Now, my concerns. He has noticeable issues, from what I've noticed, putting deep throws on quicker wide receivers in stride. I saw that once or twice with Malik Neighbors this past season. Now we're really, really nitpicking here. And this is what the analysts do all the time, what the scouts do. This is their job. There are some durability concerns, and at times, you know, he lacks the ideal size and arm talent. For a guy who's 6'4", you want him to be a little bit stronger than what Daniels currently is. A summer or 2 in the weight room can certainly change that. These are all fixable traits that he can learn in the NFL. He's a week 1 starter, in my opinion. He's probably one of only 2 quarterbacks that I think should be a week 1 starter, but they will likely be 3 to 4. Destinations for him, I think the Washington Commanders are the clear-cut favorite. The New England Patriots are also up there as well. And I think, too, having players around you that can help you succeed will make Jayden Daniels a successful pro. So let's get into the film evaluation of Jayden Daniels and give you a visual of what I'm talking about here when it comes to strengths and weaknesses of this young, talented quarterback. So share my screen here, and we'll go over some plays. This will be very exciting, folks, if you are new to the channel watching this for the first time. Here he is. So, all right, first play here. He's in a shotgun set with 3 receivers. He's got a tight end. And LSU had a very good offensive line this year, so there's a good play fake. His first read is deep here to Brian Thomas, right? That's his first read. A little bit of pressure here coming. Good job by the right tackle. Daniels now looks center. That's his second read. Good job. Beautiful step up into the pocket, not fazed by the pressure. Throws a deep ball. Finds Brian Thomas Jr. for 6. Next up. See the defense here? This is a 3-3-5. So the 3 linebackers, all of them are blitzing. There's 6 guys with 5 linemen and a running back. This is a negative protection situation. Again, pressure is in his face. Stands tall, makes a beautiful dime throw to Malik Neighbors for a touchdown. Next up, another 3 receiver set. Brian Kelly and his offense loves to run this. So again, does a good job standing tall, right? Little pump fake there with the ball. Looks, second read, no. Third read, back across, no. Goes back to his second read, and it allows Malik Neighbors time to make a play. So those are the deep ball throws on Jayden Daniels thus far. Here we have a red zone play. Got a little 12 personnel here, although he is in a shotgun formation. So again, this is an RPO. Now watch what he does on this play. Fakes to the running back. Eyes, eyes, eyes. He's already looking. Okay. His eyes are with the receiver in the flat, which draws this defender away from the play, puts a slower edge on him here, number 92, who's actually moving pretty well for his size. Daniels sees the crease. Now, once number 1's head turns, Daniels is in easy for a score. That's beautiful football IQ right there, and you can't really teach that, especially on the run. Here you have Thomas Jr. and Neighbors on one side. Again, I wish Daniels would step up in the pocket here. He recognizes the pressure coming from his blind side out of the corner of his left eye, but he needs to step up here, especially at the next level. This could have easily been a forced fumble. Look how close this was to being a turnover for LSU. He has to do a better job of recognizing the backside pressure. He doesn't do that on this play. He gets very fortunate. Look at all the space in front of him here to step up into the pocket, right? You got 6 guys mauling here. One-on-one, LSU wins. One-on-one, the Hogs win. He has to step up in the pocket at the next level. Luckily, he makes up for it with the throw. Again, a little wide, but Neighbors is able to make up for it. So that's one weakness that I see right there. Pressure recognition during the live play needs to improve. All right, next up here, he sees the blitzer coming unmarked. What's he going to do? There's Neighbors. Good job planting his left foot. Tight spiral, touchdown. All right, next up, this is Ole Miss. So again, he sees the pocket. He sees the lane, right? Pocket has not collapsed, but he knows that they have 86 covered. Neighbors' route isn't established yet. The pressure is getting there. You have linemen here at the line of scrimmage. Take off now. And look at this man move. Uses blazing speed to get by. Now he gravitates, gets by the safety. I mean, this is just phenomenal football IQ from Jayden Daniels. All right, next up, RPO here. Daniels rolls left. Now he switches his body motion. He's able to see his line. Beautiful delivery. Look how tall this ball goes. Bullet for a score. All right, next up, he sees this linebacker going out to the slot, right? This is a quarterback draw. Once he sees this defender leave, He's like, oh, okay, you give me a light box and it's 3rd down and 3. I'm taking off. I trust my offensive line. I see the crease. You left. That's on you. The guard does a good job of picking up this defender here. So Daniels has enough room. You could argue this might be a hold here, but that's not on Jayden Daniels at all. And look at him move. Touchdown. That play was so good. I want to watch that again, right? You want to talk about pre-snap IQ, right? Pre-snap IQ. His eyes are watching this linebacker leave the box. This is what a good spread offense does for you. You got 5 receivers. Nobody expects this. All right, next up. Three receivers. Line's winning. Right tackle losing here. All right, steps up. Now, this is one issue I have. He needs to move left here and flush a little bit. He tries to stay in the pocket to keep all options open, which I get, but this is a dangerous play that not many quarterbacks can make. 53 is lost. He needs to tuck the ball a little better. He doesn't really tuck it. He just uses his body to get away from the edge rusher, which I don't like on that play. However, he does a good job rolling out here. I mean, this is a great job extending the play, right? Turns a negative into a plus. Boom. To the house. All right, next up. This is against Alabama. Again, this is a broken play. Look at the low snap. He has to bend for this. Not ideal. 4-man rush. Right tackle's getting mauled again. Daniels recognizes it. This time, he does a good job. Splits both defenders and takes off. Now you'll see him use his athleticism. And here's the big game against Florida where he had 606 passing yards. Here he comes. 4-man rush. Stands in the pocket, still surveying, right? There's one read, not there. Second read, and again, if you're a Giants fan, Daniel Jones sometimes struggles with this, getting past that first read. Third read, time to go. But he could still throw. He's not past the line of scrimmage yet, but he's taken off. Beautiful. Incredible move. All right, this is Texas A&M here, or actually, it looks like Mississippi State. Pardon me. Again, snap. Here comes the blitz from the DB. Running back picks it up nicely. Does a good job on this play flinging it. If he steps up into a QB hit. So a good job not stepping up on this play. 50-50 ball, Neighbors scores. All right, here they have a receiver in motion. Play fake. Scrambles. All right, nothing there in the flat. Defender has it covered. All right, what's my next read? He sees this receiver leaking out, and if the tight end can get behind the second level of coverage, he's set. First thing happens, second thing doesn't, and he sees it right away and gives it to the running back. That's his last read. So he even fooled me on this play. That's how good he is. He does a good job leaking. He knows the ball is likely going to the running back from the very beginning of this play. Off to the races. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the film evaluation of quarterback Jayden Daniels. Do I think he'll be a Giant? Probably not. But in the outside chance he is, this is what you're getting in the LSU youngster. Folks, appreciate you all watching this video. Stay tuned for more quarterback film breakdowns amongst other positions. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Big Blue Avenue. Time to say so long. Without further ado, let's go Big Blue.